Welcome to my Sisterlock journey. They were initially installed in October 2018 by a certified Sisterlock consultant who is also a licensed cosmetologist of over 30 years. So it took about 26 hours and we did it over 3 days. I had about 7 inches of hair, but as you can see, my hair is very fine with low density. It took a lot of time to build some of my locks, particularly around fine areas, and also because I had some heat damage, so a lot of my ends were really stringy and straight, but she was very diligent to lock as much of it as she could. This is on the last day of installation on the ride home. Just looking in the mirror, checking out my locks. As you can see, my hair is pretty fine and thin, so you can see the scalp. That's to be expected when you're first getting your Sisterlocks installed, but be very, very patient. Find styles and things that you can wear in the meantime while you don't like that kind of scalpy look, but just know that it will subside. Your hair will thicken up, even the thinnest of hair. I was not sure. I thought maybe they were too small. Will they ever thicken up? But as you look through my journey, you'll be surprised how your hair, when not touched and not manipulated, can really thrive. So they are tiny, and you can see there, this is just a wet and go. I literally would spray water on my hair and go. I would manipulate it in the way that I wanted it to go, but you can still see the scalp in some areas. 2 months after installation, it was around December, holiday time. I wanted to try different things, so I tried some pipe cleaner curls. Literally took pipe cleaners, rolled my hair. You could sleep in it, make sure it's wet when you rod them, but you let them dry overnight. You don't need any extra heat. And when I took them out, I actually had what looked like to me a rodded style, so I could manipulate that and wear that, which worked for me. In January 2019, 3 months into my Sisterlock journey, I tried the pipe cleaner curls again. I started to see some length, a little bit longer than before, and my texture began to kind of pop out a little bit, if you will, getting a little thicker. So they started to look a little different. So I did appreciate that look as well. They look shorter to me, January compared to December. December was a little bit more elongated, but again, from throughout my journey, my hair really had to thicken up and lock up before I got to see length. So you'll be able to see that. Keep watching. March 2019 was 6 months into my Sisterlock journey, and as you can see, the scalp is closing out. Like, you don't see as much scalp. And you can see my locks expanding. My ends are still a bit curly, but you can see my locks expanding. And I would wear my hair in wet and goes. Like, I literally would just wet my hair and go. And this is what it looks like. Really curly ends, the fresh retie. I started to really enjoy the freedom of not having a comb, brush. All you need is water. Get up and go. I felt the freedom from day one, but by now I was really enjoying it. Even when it rained, being not so concerned about having an umbrella, like, it was just total freedom. April 2019, 7 months after being Sisterlocked, fresh retie. And be sure to discuss with your consultant where you like your hair parted. This retie, as you can see, I got a middle part, and I really started to see like my locks flourishing. I saw a little length during this time. I started to see the locks locking up the shaft. They start from the bottom and lock up. And I began to develop the little balls at the end, which was a lot of those curly ends that actually start locking. So 2 months later, 9 months into my Sisterlock journey, June of 2019, as you can see, I am feeling myself experimenting with styles. I'm able to get ponytails. This is after a fresh retie as well. So you can see the scalp when I get a retie. You can see my grid very, very well. It's just the texture of my hair, but my locks were starting to thicken. I was finding styles and trying new things that I actually liked. And one thing I noticed when I traveled to Florida, the humidity in the atmosphere really swelled my locks. I mean, like, I was just amazed. 10 months into my Sisterlock journey, July 2019, I had to get brain surgery. So I had the left side of my head shaved, as you can see. But my locks were really lengthening, growing, still developing. But I was left with an area that has to grow back. I continued on my journey. It was very, very easy to cover that one side of my head. In fact, many people start their journey and cut sides off or already had a side shave. So very, very easy to hide with all my other hair growing and developing. As you can see, my hair was growing and flourishing. This is by the 1 year mark I'm starting. So for my hair and my hair texture, and a lot of Sisterlock clients or micro-lock clients, your hair has to first lock and then you will see lift. So while my hair was locking, it did start to shorten up. Some days that I did not see lift, some days it even looked shorter, depending on how you manipulate your hair. It is still hair, so it does tighten up. So if you put tension on it, like doing rollers, or you braid it down, you're going to have an elongated look, but your hair does shrink. So when you're just washing and wearing it, it will be at its shortest. 1.5 years into Sisterlock, so I tried those 2 ponytails again, just finding new styles. The side of my hair is still, I'm letting it grow back. I have not put the locks back in just yet, just moisturizing that area and letting it grow back and letting my head heal as well before I put any tension on that area. So I'm just trying new styles. I tried the 2 ponytails again. I've tried 1 ponytail, my absolute favorite. I'm starting to be able to do more things with my locks, and then I still love my go-to, which is just wetting it, spraying some water on it, and going about my day. Very easy, very low maintenance. So that is where I am in my journey. I am 1 year and 7 months past my initial Sisterlock installation, and I am loving it. One thing I failed to mention is that I am a licensed cosmetologist as well. So if you have any questions or concerns about Sisterlocks, hair in general, how to upkeep, anything like that, feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. I will be posting more videos.